During this 4th of July week, we reflect on our nation's freedoms and those who help defend them. And in today's electronic world, defense systems look a little different. Shield AI is one of the fastest growing defense technology companies. It focuses on protecting our country's allies and service members by building the world's best AI pilot for all aviation aircraft. Their AI pilot, HiveMind, currently has more autonomous flight hours than any other company in the world. It reads and reacts to battlefield-like situations, but without any GPS, waypoints, or prior knowledge of that battlefield. It's currently being implemented by the IDF after the October 7th attacks. It is capable of countering the drone warfare that was used by Russia in Ukraine. Let's give you a live look right now at the Pentagon briefing, where Pentagon Press Secretary Pat Ryder is addressing just that and the escalating tensions overseas. But let's bring in now former Navy SEAL and current Shield AI co-founder and President Brandon Tseng. Brandon, thank you so much for your time. Such important work. Talk about some of the most important U.S. military innovations overall, in your opinion, and why and how they had such an impact.
Thank you so much for having me. I think the most important military innovations in the past 80 years have really been our deterrence capabilities. First and foremost, the nuclear triad has deterred nuclear war, but then naval aviation, precision-guided munitions, stealth technology has been the next conventional deterrence, which has really prevented state-on-state conflict. And as we look to this next generation of deterrence capabilities, AI being really the premier one, it has the potential to be a game-changing capability for our military as we think about deterrence in Europe, in the Middle East, in Asia, in deterring our adversaries from really aggressive behavior.
You know, and Brandon, a lot of people are nervous, when AI comes up. They have a bit of trepidation. But how does America continue to innovate, to maintain its position at the top, especially when we have other countries that are constantly innovating as well?
Yeah, no, and it's funny you mentioned that. I know everybody's mind goes straight to Hollywood when they think about the AI and military. But I could tell you, as an engineer, it couldn't be further from that. These are engineered systems that are designed to behave in a certain way, and that's in a very controlled environment. And so the way that the United States stays ahead is to continue to innovate, to continue to recognize that, while we have the best software industry in the world, while we have the best AI industry in the world, we shouldn't rest on our laurels. And that's just a mentality I think that's important for the United States to maintain as we think to compete against our peer adversaries, namely China.
So, Brandon, what does the future of defense look like in this digital-first world? And we can start by talking about Shield AI, because just talk about how it is currently, it can focus on and react to battlefield-like situations. What really stood out to me was with no prior knowledge of that battlefield. How does that work?
Yeah, the future of warfare is really about human-machine teaming at really incredible scales. I'm not talking about 1,000 drones, 10,000 drones, hundreds of thousands of drones. I'm talking about millions of drones. And it's only possible to field millions of drones on the field if they are powered, if they're maneuvered by AI. Otherwise, it would be too difficult to do with personnel. You couldn't generate enough pilots. You couldn't generate enough warfighters to actually command that large of a force. But AI, the reason it's so powerful is it actually gives you the ability to command millions of drones on the battlefield. And so you're starting to see that in a little way, right, with Russia-Ukraine conflict, where they are using tens of thousands of drones. And in the next decade, I expect militaries globally to start fielding millions of drones, powered and maneuvered by AI, teamed with human beings to make intelligent decisions on the battlefield.
Oh, my last question for you, Brendan, and it's so important for us here in America to continue innovating, continue developing, but how concerned should America be about the innovations, the developments of its potential adversaries?
I think we need to be concerned, right? As I stated earlier, I think it's important to stay on top and stay ahead. The global stability, the economic prosperity that the world has enjoyed over the past 80 years has been built on a rules-based order that the United States led post-World War II. And so the only reason that has worked is because we have had military dominance, and we've been able to provide stability throughout the world. And so if to do that, I think the world looks a lot different, and that's why it's so important to stay ahead.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.